Welcome back to the Steve and Tyler Show. This is episode 18.
Steve, we actually have an intro this time.
We have an intro. We got music coming, or it's already been gone. What?
Hopefully they don't complain.
Hey, if you don't like the horn, I don't care.
Please file a complaint with our assistant.
Love the horn. I love it. I love the horn.
File a complaint.
That is brought to us by Y Crafty. Gentleman's on SoundCloud. He is a good friend of Steve and Tyler Show.
Of the show, yeah. Well, how come just you? Our friend,
well, I mean, because I knew him. We grew up. Anyway.
Feels like I know him now.
We paid for services. He was kind enough to go ahead and cut it for us, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much,
sir.
Sir,
thank
ma'am.
You, sir.
No, he's a guy. He's a sir. Anyway, if you're new to the show, since this has been awkward, the purpose of this show. I mean, Tyler, the purpose. The last I knew is we report news that you don't hear about.
That's what we did last week. I don't know if we'll do it this week.
I mean, kind of this week. So, well, no, I don't know. The first story's hysterical.
They're pretty good.
I mean, we could have ended on this story, and I would have been like, well, this was.
Yeah, this would have been one of the stories we go out on because we don't want to end on a sad note. But we're starting with it this week.
Yeah,
we do what we want.
Now, if you like to laugh, which I mean, last I knew, most people do. But if you don't, then just go.
We'll give you like 3 seconds.
But if
you could just leave.
Yep. 3, 2, eat shit. All right. If you like to laugh, follow us on Twitter at @SteveTyler_show. Send us articles. If you want to be on, contact us. We are more than willing to talk to people. I love talking to people. I'm funny.
Well,
sometimes.
Something.
Send it to our Gmail, SteveandTylerShow@gmail.com. Subscribe on iTunes. Follow us on Podbean. And find us on YouTube at the Steve and Tyler Show. The and symbol, not the word spelled out and. Find it. Listen to it. We are there. We want to better ourselves for you. Please give us that opportunity. Now that I was kind, let's get disgusting because this first article is hysterical.
It's pretty great.
A woman calls Taco Bell racist.
I fucking knew it.
I know it.
I knew it.
Damn Mexicans for not being able to order French fries. Huh.
Taco Bell. And Taco Bell. She went.
At Taco Bell, you can't order French fries at Taco Bell. You know what you get at Taco Bell?
Tacos.
Or tacos. Tacos are a very popular side at Taco Bell. Or nachos and cheese. Really salty, shitty nachos and.
Hey, I like Taco Bell. You take that back.
I like Taco Bell too. I love explosive diarrhea. The Taco Bell employee explains to the woman that she is not in Burger King. She's in a Taco Bell, which does not offer hamburgers or French fries. The employee then tries to take the woman's order, who once again asks for French fries. There's a video with it which we will post. Oh my God, it is beautiful.
I feel bad for the cashier.
I just don't understand. I just really want French fries. I've never been to a Taco Bell.
I feel bad for the cashier though, honestly. She handled it pretty well. She handled it pretty well, the cashier.
I disagree. I think the cashier was like, Ma'am, this is not a Burger King. We don't sell French fries here.
What do you want her to say? We got them. We'll go get them for you.
Ma'am, I'm sorry that you appear to be confused at the moment, but this is not a Burger King. This is a Taco Bell. Instead of French fries, this is order. I mean, come on. You got to be articulate. You got to use your fucking words.
This lady's clearly drunk. She wouldn't have said thank you for being so articulate.
Oh my God, that was great. I wish I could be so drunk one time to walk into a Taco Bell and order fucking French fries. You gotta be shitting me.
The best part
is awesome.
Is when the lady goes, "This is racism at its fucking finest."
This is racism.
And a customer from the back goes, "No, this is Taco Bell."
Oh my God. She said this is racism. I mean, I'm listening to this video, and I'm watching her body movement. The woman's intoxicated.
Clearly.
And, this is clearly racism at its fucking finest. And I started pissing. I tell you, I needed a fucking diaper. It was great.
She's like a white lady too, right? Like,
she was incredible white.
So it's not like
just like, pasty like you,
yeah.
Loudmouth and pasty.
Well, I don't want to associate with her type.
Well,
but
you should. You are her type.
Yeah. Oh well. I think this is a funny story, but I think this is part of a bigger problem where if something goes wrong, Steve, you just cry racism.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, this is racist. No, this is
Taco
Bell. This is Taco Bell.
That should be our response.
I mean, there were other customers. They called her ignorant, and then she started crying because she's never been inside a Taco Bell.
Let's be honest. How could you have not been in Taco Bell?
I mean, it's fucking who? Okay, so Tyler, when you come home, because when you come home, it's a fucking shit show. When you come home, what do we want?
Bell.
We're going to Taco Bell. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. Taco Bell.
We're getting French fries at Taco Bell.
And Jonathan, my brother, who is very kind, who is working on our website for us, he will happily drive our intoxicated asses to Taco Bell, and then we're belligerent.
But we don't order fries.
No, we don't order fries because we're not retarded. But hey, what do I know about being retarded?
Although next time we should tell John we want fries.
Hey, Jonathan, I want.
When we're like in the drive-thru, just hey, I want fries.
I want fresh cut fries. I want fresh cut fries. Well done. Now.
No salt, so they got to recook them.
No salt.
You know that's how you get the good ones from McDonald's.
Yeah, that's how you get the good ones from Burger King too.
Tell them no salt and they remake them.
No salt because they're fresh.
Yeah, life hack. There you go.
Yep, yeah, for real.
Steven Tyler Show, helping people out.
You want to eat healthier?
Well, don't go to Taco Bell or Burger King.
Yeah, no, don't eat out. Make your own food, you lazy fuck. Moving.
What a way to end this story.
Woo! Daughter pleads guilty to marrying mom, who was once married to her son. Well, if you didn't think this show was going to get any worse,
it does.
You're wrong again.
We hit new lows every week, Steve. Every week we hit new lows.
I got to be hard. Tyler sent me this story because we find stories throughout the week and we'll send them to each other like, "Hey man, what do you think?" And
that's exactly right, actually.
And I saw this one and I was like, "Oh, this is bad.
This is fucked up.
This might be wrong." And sure as shit, we chose to talk about it. So, Misty Span. Okay, so first off, her name was Misty. She named her daughter Misty. Span. S-P-A-N-N. There's two fucking N's.
What's wrong with
you don't
need
need white trash. Anyway, the daughter, she's 26. Misty Span is 26. She got sentenced to 10 years in prison for marrying her mom.
Steve, they're in love.
Oh, fuck you. Shut up. Patricia Ann Span, the mother, she's 44, okay? The pair reconnected and quote-unquote hit it off in 2014. That's fucking gross. What the fuck does that mean, Tyler?
I'm assuming they did some
Anyway, back to reality. She lost custody of her 3 kids. She lost custody. So for those of you who don't understand, who actually had decent parents who didn't get divorced or who worked their shit out, in order for a woman to lose custody, okay, of her children, it's incredibly difficult. She is most likely a drug addict or has a history of run-ins with the law, with the law, which, I mean, let's be realistic. Looking at the picture of this woman, which you can see because we post the article, she clearly has a drug problem. She's 44 and she looks like she's 85 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe 100. You know what that means?
I feel bad in that case.
Why? Fuck her.
She clearly has a problem.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm not even kidding.
You're a piece of shit.
She has a problem.
Yeah, she chooses to be a junkie. Get off the shit. You know what? Everybody talks about these heroin addicts. Oh, it's an addiction. It's a disease. Go fuck yourself. It is not a disease. You choose to do that. You know what the funny thing is about heroin is you can just stop. Yes, physically you'll go through withdrawal. You won't die. You're not going to die. Like booze, alcohol will kill you. If you are a legitimate alcoholic and you choose, you know what? I just want to stop drinking. Maybe I want to keep my job. Maybe I want to maintain my family, and I want to stop drinking. You could die. Now, that's not making excuses, because if you're an alcoholic, you're still a piece of shit. But at least where I'm from, I see these articles or these commercials. Opioid addiction is a disease. No, go fuck yourself. Shit's wrong. You're a junkie. Get fixed or die. I mean, there's really only two ways to do it, because you don't want to get fixed, because you really don't care about being clean. So just keep shooting up, and eventually you'll kill yourself because you're retarded.
It's a dark path.
Woo!
You gotta like the end of this article. You gotta like the end of this article where they go, by the way, she was married to her son before.
Yeah.
Like, how do you just drop that in and not explain it at all?
I mean, really? Like, I mean, you had your daughter when you were 18.
But that doesn't... It's wrong. It's wrong either way.
You married your son beforehand. I mean, is your love life really that sad that you gotta fuck your kids?
It's messed up.
Man, see, I was gonna go into this episode not trying to cuss as much, and it's...
That's never gonna happen. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, eventually we gotta get that there button.
Oh, the whole episode would be bleeped out.
It'd be like a rap song.
On Vivo?
Yeah.
Where's the song? It's just two guys riding around in a car.
And I remember when I was a kid, I mean, like, wee pup, and I went and I got a... Oh, who was it? Might have been Eminem or, like, Nelly. And we were in, like, it was FYE at the mall.
Oh, yeah. They still open?
No, they way closed. Oh. And my grandmother was like, why do you need the explicit version?
So I could hear the words.
Yeah, Grandma, I wanna know the song. I gotta hear it. If you don't hear it all, it ruins it. And I explained it because I was wise. And she bought it. And then we got back to her house, and she called my mom. And she was like, hey, Steven said that only this version of the CD was better for him. What do you feel about that?
After she bought it.
Joke's on you. This is the better version. Oh, man.
We should release an episode where it's just blankness, because all we did was swear.
All we did was cuss and
40 minutes of blankness.
It'd be like an emergency test on your TV. Raiders O-line purposefully got quarterback Derek Carr hurt because he rejected national anthem protests, says an NFL wife. Now, to clarify, this wife, well, you know what? Here, I'll read the first paragraph. It'll explain. Earlier this week, Miko Grimes, the wife of Buccaneers quarterback, so not a Raiders wife,
no,
okay,
but a horse in this race whatsoever.
Shut up. Buccaneers cornerback Brent Grimes told the Breakfast Club that the Oakland Raiders offensive line didn't block, thus purposefully getting quarterback Derek Carr injured because he was not on board with players' national anthem protests. So, right off the bat, Tyler and I, we are big football fans. This is hysterically retarded because she is clearly race baiting. Clearly race baiting as just it's unnecessary. You do not need to say this trash. You really don't.
It doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't. They get paid to do one fucking job. If you get caught one time explicitly not doing your job, that rides with you for a very long time.
Also, if you don't block, it's pretty obvious.
So, I got a couple points I want to make. Yeah, it's abundantly obvious. I got a couple points I want to make. So, one, how would she know unless her husband talked?
Who's on a different team?
Who's on a completely different team? Talked to her after talking to the Raiders O-line, the entire O-line. Okay, and two, if this is somehow true, then those linemen, in my opinion, should be ashamed of themselves and should have their contracts voided and for purposefully not doing their job with the intent of someone else getting hurt, which proves like, what's the word? Meditation. It was premeditated. That's almost a crime. Derek Carr got, like, seriously hurt. So she even suggested Grimes even suggested there was a racial component to the alleged incident. Also, she suggested it was racially motivated. Okay. Noting that the Raiders offensive line is the only all-black offensive line in the NFL.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing, because you know what the majority of the fucking NFL is? Black. So this is nothing. This is legitimately nothing. She is just straight up useless. She's race baiting. It is unbelievable.
Pretty obvious.
She goes on, Carr is a Bible thumper to the fullest, ridiculed Grimes, adding that the quarterback allegedly told players not to kneel during the anthem. Now,
allegedly,
Tyler, see, this hit home for me. What does being a Bible thumper have anything to do with kneeling during the anthem?
Not much. It does make me like Derek Carr more, though.
I actually just bought his jersey. I happen to be a Raiders fan previously. I am a Cleveland Browns fan.
So much pain.
But I've always been a Raiders fan. I like the colors. I like the anger. They play with typically with a violent nature. I don't mind that. That's why I'm a U fan.
More importantly,
Miami Hurricanes, baby.
More importantly, they're going to Vegas.
Fuck you. All right.
You should go see a game in Vegas.
You know, realistically, if they change the colors, I'm not going to be a fan no more. I mean, it's the dull, mean colors. That's what I like. And then you got the players who probably are criminals. But regardless, Bible thumper, it's got nothing to do with this. You're just throwing Jesus into it because you
throwing shade at Jesus.
Why don't you go put on a burqa, bitch? I mean, seriously, that's wrong. It's a false narrative anyway. And it's pushed by racists. Kneeling during the she continues. He was basically trying to force the players to read the Bible before the game and do all this stuff. Yeah, because that was really articulate. I'm glad you used your English.
She just said he tried to get them to read the Bible.
Yep.
What does that even mean?
And they were like, no, that's you. And so he was so upset when a whole offensive line and they were going to kneel. He was like, no, you're not kneeling. This is America. You're going to stand for the flag. And they got in a fight in the locker room. So when they came out to play, they basically had a plan. This was a whole quote from her. Okay.
I don't understand how not wanting to read the Bible equates with kneeling in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, but
we don't even know.
Oh, wait a minute. It was all bullshit and nonsense because when the lineman comes out and says so, they said she's full of shit. She's just a race-baiting twat. And all she wanted was to cause diversity in the league. She is a piece of shit. She's a horrible person. And her husband should fucking at least talk to her. But hey, man, can't do that shit. Can't say that. It's wrong.
So Raiders offensive tackle Donald Penn came out.
Yes.
That was false.
There you go. Specificity.
Just want to throw his name out there.
I was going to specify, but respect on him. Even if they disagree, which is absolutely okay. Derek Carr, if he is a Bible thumper, which is, by the way, that's legitimately offensive to people who just believe in God and want others to be happy too, because that's really what all of us want to believe. Regardless, you come out and you defend him, even though you disagree. That's fine. I don't feel that anybody who plays on a team like that, because I have done that, not in a professional standpoint, but as a player, I did play the game, and I did coach the game, okay? There is a certain camaraderie that you build. You don't wish harm on anybody. You do your job to the fullest. I don't know if that changes once you get paid. If you get a paycheck, I don't know. I never got that. I wish I did. Never did.
I like that he posted a Bible quote in response. Derek Carr.
Yeah, he did. Derek Carr. I honestly got
Proverbs 13:3. Those who control their tongue will have a long life. Opening your mouth can ruin everything. That really sums it up.
Absolutely. Derek Carr.
I didn't know he was a Christian, by the way.
I did not either. I had no idea. Derek Carr, biggest fan.
Plus, didn't he get hurt last year?
Yes, he did. He broke his leg. Oh, my God. I remember the video. I saw it happen.
But that was before the Kaepernick thing or the kneeling thing got everywhere?
It was. He started kneeling, and then it died off. And then last year, it was like, I want to say it was like halfway through the year last year, honest to God. And then I saw the video, and then he was mic'd. He was mic'd up for that game. And I saw it again, and the hit happens, like, oh my God, it's broke. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh my God, he knows. That's gross. That's messed up.
Anyway.
Anyway.
The point I was trying to make was...
Sorry, it was really bad.
Wasn't he... Like, he's been hurt chronically before, so have they been trying to hurt him this entire time? Is that what she's saying? Or just the last injury?
It's just the last injury.
Let's be honest, it doesn't matter. She's lying.
Yeah, it does. She's a race-baiting twat. You're
There
a
you
horrible
go.
human being. So this next article is one that I find to be abundantly offensive. I like to think that I laugh about, I mean like everything.
This might be the most racist thing we've ever talked about on this.
This article is absolutely racist, and it's been talked about, at least I heard this week, quite a bit.
Oh, and I turned up the volume, so hopefully they can hear us now.
Can my children be friends with white people?
Yes.
Is the title of the article.
Maybe?
This question alone is ridiculous. Turn it around. Turn it around. And you're seeing, like, okay, so if I had kids and I had a wife and I had children, and I said, hey, can my kids be friends with black people?
Yeah, people would lay into you.
Oh, I got a pointy white hood on. I'm burning crosses. And it is immediate. Even though the KKK is so minute, it actually really is unbelievable, truth be told. And in the article, he again goes back to Charlottesville. And he talks to his 4-year-old son about it. He talks to his 4-year-old about Charlottesville. Why? By doing this in the first paragraph, he compares every single white person to retards toting torches. That's not everybody. I work explicitly at the moment in my job under a black man, because he's training me to do a certain I guess act, whatever, position in my job. Doesn't mean I'm white. I'm not racist. He's teaching me. I don't hate him because he's black.
I don't think you guys should be friends, though.
I disagree. He's actually fucking hysterical. He's a decent person. He's just working. Jesus Christ. Some people just want to fucking do their job. Leave him alone. It's unbelievable. The first paragraph of this article that was published. It was published. An editor read this and said, yeah, this is okay. Fuck you. Unbelievable.
I feel bad that the kid's 4.
I feel bad that the kid's alive at this point. Are you kidding me? Your father is going to teach you to hate an entire color simply based off of a couple hundred people who screamed stupid shit about a decade before you could really think for yourself.
Yeah.
That's retarded. He cites that because of Trump's election, he will teach his children to question if they can truly be friends with white people. That in itself is incredibly racist. That's like, oh God, that Obama got elected. I said it, I was very young. I believe I was very young when Obama was elected. I didn't feel the country was ready. Apparently that was true, because you look at the downfall since then. We didn't elect a woman, and all we do is riot and scream at the fucking sky. Wow. Progression.
I'm reading this article,
and
I can already tell this 4-year-old is headed for trouble. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a quote in here, and he's talking about what he's going to teach his boys, right? He says, I'm going to teach them to be cautious. I'll teach them to be suspicious, and I'll teach them distrust. I will have to discuss with my boys whether they can truly be friends with white people. That sort of attitude is just going to cause more problems.
It is explicitly causing more problems. All it does and all it will do is cause issues.
You're literally dividing people through the next generation. If everyone was like this, they always complain that they want us to be more together, right?
Oh yeah, you got it. The togetherness, Tyler. You have to be one.
We're gonna be so far on opposite ends. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yes.
And
when
then
Obama
nothing's
was
gonna get solved.
Exactly. When Obama was elected, I really hoped that he could bridge that gap. I wanted that because I could not
clearly
vote.
done the opposite.
And he absolutely did the opposite. And I didn't want that. I really didn't. I did not want that. And he did it willingly. It was active. It was what he did for 8 years. He did this. This isn't conspiracy theory shit. Look at where the country is right now compared to the end of George Bush's reign. Seriously.
I miss Reagan.
I wish I was alive during Reagan. I am a pup. I wish I could say that. I appreciate Reagan's insight and his quotes. Obviously, we embrace his insight, but I wish I could have been alive for that.
Must have been great times.
It really must have been.
They had a good pope.
The Browns weren't bad.
Good pope.
Yeah, good. Sure, yeah.
Great
good
economy.
Pope.
John Paul II.
Not one that appreciates fags.
Better times.
Tyler, I'm going to sum this article up. Feeling this way would be like comparing all Germans, okay, who ever lived to Hitler. Because in this logic, Albert Einstein was a Nazi and someone who wanted to murder Jews.
That's a pretty good comparison.
That's what I'm saying. Because in reality, Albert Einstein fled Nazi Germany, came to America, and helped us, in my opinion, because of the Manhattan Project, he helped us end up winning that war. We won World War II because of the assistance we received from people like Albert Einstein. But according to liberals, and this is quite literally almost all liberals today, because you're German, because it's all identity politics, you are Hitler. Or because you're white and you disagree with something they agree with, you are Hitler and you're a Nazi and you want to exterminate a certain race.
I thought you were going to end with the Martin Luther King thing.
I did not. I wanted to end with, I didn't tell you about the Albert Einstein because I thought that was a really good one. Martin Luther King.
But you throw shade at Martin Luther King.
Don't do that. Oh man, God, I love Martin Luther King so much. I do. This man was amazing. I don't want to slander his name anymore. He gets thrown around a lot on this show because I love him, and it's always in a negative sense.
That's why I thought you would bring it up. All right, if you want to read it, read the article. Steve doesn't want to talk about it.
No, you read it. I want to go on. I want to go on to the next.
All right, let's move on.
Coming out as fat. Man, maybe we should have read the Martin Luther King.
Should have put this off a little bit.
This article is just it's bad. So the first paragraph, if I was standing in front of you and I said that, you might be tempted to say something like, no shit.
Which, not going to lie, that was my first
That was actually my literal, that was that, yeah, no shit. If you can see me, then you know the fleshiness of my body, the accentuated curves, and the fullness of my frame. You can see my fatness, but you might not be able to see me. Well, pretty much we see too much of you. That's why you're coming out as fat.
God.
I mean,
no
seriously.
Chill. Straight for the jugular.
Well, I mean, realistically, I'm fucking fat. I know what I am. I'm not as big as her. She's gross. But
yeah, she is. I mean, we'll get into it. Keep reading, Steve.
I'm not rippled. I'm not tall. I got a belly, Tyler. I got a belly. Believe it or not, I got a belly. I love food. I love it, and I don't work out as much as I should. But I know what I am. I have an understanding of what I need to work on. That's why my diet is different. I love food, but I'm eating large amounts of the correct food, if it's large amounts at all. But I don't have to come out as fat because I'm not mentally ill.
This lady is trying to make being fat look as something that's good, and that is completely false.
Yeah, you want to die early? This is a good way to
shortening your lifespan.
Yeah, it's like smoking.
Or drugs. It's like when there's a smoker, everyone walks by and goes, "Oh God!" Right?
Oh God! You got another cigarette?
I mean,
put it in my stoma.
people don't glamorize
No,
these sort
it's
of
not.
things.
You know what it was cool to smoke in fucking high school.
When
That's why
nobody knew you would die.
When nobody, it's like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna live forever. And then you're like 16, and you're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking live forever. This is great. And you barely hit puberty.
You are
I mean,
taking
like, good
years
God.
off of your life by being
Yeah.
overweight.
By being a dumbass and drinking heavily, which is something I will not.
But you're not glamorizing it. You're not like, I'm
No,
gonna come
I'm
out
not like,
as an
I'm not like,
alcoholic.
man, I love
every-"
booze. I love alcohol. I love it. No, I'm not saying that shit.
She's trying to
No.
glamorize it.
Yeah, she's retarded. She's retarded.
It just makes me upset.
If you're a woman and you are this large and you happen to listen to this show, know that you should not be this large and be happy. Because typically no man is going to be, you know what, I'm going to settle for this. You want to know why? Because you choose to be there instead of choosing to better yourself. I am not a catch physically. Mentally, I'll run laps around you.
Maybe not.
But
maybe not.
realistically, I'm not looking for a mate, quote unquote, to be this huge with before kids. Right?
I just don't understand. You can't even walk up the stairs. There's
Yeah,
no glorifying this.
No,
It's cut and dry.
It's rough.
You've taken years off your life. I mean, it's not. I mean, you know the answer, right? Move more, eat less.
You know, I
But
went out.
instead of trying to make a change, Steve, this lady's like, you know what?
I'm just gonna be.
I'm gonna be
Go ahead.
fine with it. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
fine with it.
I'm happy where I am. Oh yeah, because you're gonna live a lot longer
This
doing
lady
that.
is in denial. That's the problem. And I'm not saying she shouldn't be happy, because you should do whatever makes you happy, whatever. But you're in denial. There's no way you wake up, look in the mirror, and say, "Wow, I'm all that I could be." There's no way.
Ain't no way. No. If you're a fat person, which I consider myself as, okay, so if this is insulting, then that's tough shit. If you're a fat person and you felt impelled to do something more, email us. Tell us. Or if you're huge and you decided that, no, I want to be fat and gross and I don't want to change at all.
That's on you.
That's on you. Email us anyway. We'll talk about you next week and we'll laugh.
I just don't understand. You know the answer, and instead of trying to change yourself for the better, you've decided you're going to tell yourself a lie.
Get on a bike and just pedal. That's all you got to do.
Eat a little less, but you know.
Eat a little less cardio. Cardio works, and I wish.
And I know it sucks.
It does. It's not the greatest thing, but you know what?
You got to get it done.
You will be that much
happy.
happier in the long run when you work for it. Everything in this life you got to work for. You got to earn.
You look it up. You look it up. If you lose weight, it makes you happier.
Yeah,
you're going to look better. You're going to have more sex with people. You can walk up the stairs.
Sex is a lot better when you're a little healthier.
I just don't like this whole attitude of we're going to lie to ourselves so we feel good about ourselves.
Oh,
it's like the whole trophy thing where every kid gets a trophy.
Oh, my God. Yo, I participated, Mom. Mom, look at my trophy.
If my kid came back and said, I got 16th place in the race, here's my gold medal, I'd pick it up and I'd throw it out the goddamn window.
You're like, this is plastic. This ain't worth shit. You fucking suck. We're putting you on a better team next year.
Because that's not how it works in real life. That's what
real life
comes
is
down to.
quite literally nothing like that.
If I went to my boss and told him, boss, I came in dead last on this paper, I'd get fired. And you know, I don't actually come in dead last, but if I turned in bullshit for work, I'd get fired.
You don't turn in bullshit?
You know.
I mean, you are bullshit.
Well, you know what my point is, though.
And government's bullshit. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, if my numbers weren't up to par for my plant in the factory I work, instead of being,
instead of lying,
instead of quite being literally in the top 2%, I would probably
you'd be hitting the can. You'd be finding a new job.
Yeah.
You'd be working at Taco Bell trying to figure out where the damn French fries are.
I need French fries and burgers, stat.
I mean,
she's asking for French fries, fresh cut, no salt.
the lady's delusional. That's what it is. You know who
Last
else is delusional?
Oh, this thing. Last story of the day. It is a transracial man, born white, says he's Filipino. Huh. So this guy was born a white man named Adam.
I know this story makes you happy, Steve.
This commit suicide with a knife so that it doesn't show up on gun stats.
Is that true?
Named
you commit suicide?
yeah,
oh,
yes,
that's right.
Yeah, liberals preach suicide, or they preach, gun violence is bad, and then they include suicide stats like fucking idiots. This guy was born a white male named Adam. Now he's a Filipino because that works like that.
He's still white.
Incredibly white. He's going for he's driving an Asian-derived vehicle used for transit called a tuk-tuk. Huh. He now goes by the name Jadu. He grew up enjoying Filipino food and their culture, so he decided to become transracial. Transracial. Right. This is gross. It's almost so gross that it's not.
It gets better. It gets better.
Please enlighten the people.
She or he, whatever. That's reportedly arrived at the conclusion that she is Filipino after growing up watching the History Channel. Steve, I enjoy Shark Week.
You know what, Tyler?
I am now a hammerhead shark.
I watched the History Channel many a day when I was growing up. And I never wanted to become, I already have German heritage. We talked about this earlier. I have German heritage. And French.
That doesn't mean you can watch a History Channel about Japanese people become Japanese.
Hey! I love Japanese food.
I guess that makes you Japanese.
I don't want to be Japanese. I don't want. Not this good. I don't want to be Japanese. Oh, that was a little racist. Whatever. But if you're Japanese, you can't take it. I don't know. You guys.
You're not Japanese.
Kill yourself. Yeah. I'm not Japanese. You know what I am? White.
That's what
I'm actually taller than Japanese people. So
oh my God.
I'm actually like the king of.
All right, I got one more quote.
All right, hit me with it. Let's go.
It's Jadu, right?
Oh yeah,
Jadu, whatever. Suggested to 10 News that she won't take advantage of her identity to access Filipino scholarships, jobs, benefits, or opportunities. You know why that is, Steve?
Because you're not Filipino.
Because if she came in to get the scholarship, they would laugh in her face.
Its face.
Hi, I'm Jadu, here for my Filipino scholarship. And they'd be like,
I want free stuff. Give me all the free stuff.
They'd look at him. They'd look at this picture and say, you're a white guy with pink hair.
You're a white dude with a goofy, fucked up looking white dude with pink hair. You're not getting none.
I'm a hammerhead shark now. I've decided.
Tyler, this week, people are losing their minds. I'm going to close on this. Taco Bell is Burger King. Parents are marrying their own children. And black kids can't be friends with white kids. Tune in next week for more crazy news that will make you laugh and then cry.
And mostly cry.
Follow us on Twitter. It's at SteveTyler_show. Send us your hate mail if you love it, hate it, you're fat, you're pissed. I don't care. StevenTylerShow@gmail.com. Subscribe on iTunes and follow us on Podbean. Find us on YouTube at The Steve and Tyler Show, the and symbol. Excuse me, not the word and spelled out. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. God bless you, and God bless America.
God bless America.